I want to set the record straight. I want to clear up a misconception about myself. Most people think that I'm a conservative. And you'd be right in thinking that once upon a time I'd hold myself to conservative politicians and the conservative party and conservative ideals. But not anymore, you wouldn't be. Because I'm not a conservative. I'm a populist, nationalist, libertarian, revolutionary. I'm politically syncretic. I have my own political beliefs and they're politically fluid. They don't subscribe to one political belief or another. And when you mix up all of my political beliefs, you get populism, libertarianism, and nationalism, which means that I'm a populist, nationalist, libertarian, revolutionary. A libertarian who wants to support freedom and stand up for freedom, a populist who wants to stand up for his country and prop up his country and make sure his country is safe and secure and prosperous, and also a populist who believes in bending to the will of the people in a responsible manner. And I'll only support politicians who closely resemble or subscribe to populism, libertarianism, and nationalism. Same with political parties. I'll only support a political party which closely resembles populism, nationalism, and libertarianism. That could be, I'm in Canada right now, so that could be the Conservative Party, but that could also be the Liberal Party or the New Democrat Party, which is the Socialist Party of Canada. Whichever party or whichever politician closely resembles or subscribes to populism, nationalism, and libertarianism, that's the person who will get my vote or my support. Same with the United States. Republican or Democrat. If the Republican candidate is closely resembling of populism, nationalism, and libertarianism, the Republican candidate gets my vote or my support. If it's the Democrat who'll get my support. But I'm no longer going to hold myself and 100% subscribe to one political belief or another, especially the main political beliefs of the world: conservatism, liberalism, and socialism. In every single country in the world, the main political parties are either conservative, liberal, or socialist. And I'm not going to conform to any of those one groups. I'm not going to do it. If I feel the conservative is doing great, I'll applaud him. If I feel he needs to be criticized, I'll criticize him. If I feel Donald Trump needs to be criticized, I'll goddamn criticize him, yes. And if anyone has a problem with it, they can feel free to unsubscribe. I heard one person say, "Oh, stop criticizing the president. Take the red pill." Well, excuse me, maybe you should take the red pill and learn that we have freedoms and we have a right to support who we want. And if that triggers you, then maybe you should take a pill and calm yourself down. And believe me, I've supported Donald Trump when I feel he needs to be supported. I endorsed him when I felt that he closely resembled populism and nationalism and libertarianism. And I'll criticize him when he needs to be criticized. I still think he's doing a great job, but you better believe I'll criticize him when I think he needs to be criticized. Look here in Canada. I criticize Justin the Long-Haired Mac Daddy Trudeau, son of Satan. I've given him a name known far and wide because I feel he deserves to be criticized at everything he's done so far. But if he somehow manages to subscribe to populism, nationalism, and libertarianism, then of course I'll support him. Of course. And same with the Liberal Party or the NDP. Don't get surprised if I endorse one party or another or support one party when I endorsed one yesterday. Don't be surprised. Now, the last time that the Liberal Party ever managed to be populist, nationalist, or libertarian was in the days of Wilfrid Laurier, one of the best Canadian prime ministers of all time, and he was a liberal. But he put Canada first over the British Empire. He was a Canadian nationalist. He was a classical liberal, which made him a libertarian, and he was also a populist. But you know what? This video is also encouraging people to not be afraid to be syncretic. You don't have to support you don't have to support conservatism or liberalism 100%. You don't have to do that. Feel free to be syncretic. Feel free to be politically fluid. And most people are. It's very, very extreme to find someone who supports conservatism or liberalism or socialism 100% or a politician 100%. That's called conformity. It's lame, it's dumb, and it's dangerous, and I'm not going to be a part of it. And anybody who gets triggered by me saying something that they don't like, well, I'm just going to be having a darn good time watching you get triggered and watching you get a temper tantrum and watching you getting mad and angry at me. That's going to make my day. I may even have to pop some popcorn and get some butter on it and enjoy your little rant. But that's what I am. That's where I stand. I'm a populist, nationalist, libertarian, revolutionary. Somebody who's politically syncretic and somebody who will support whichever politician and whichever political party closely resembles my political beliefs. This is the Arana Nation.